Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's not like really an ASMR video, just because it's like soft spoken, maybe, I don't know. It's just like a nice calming video, but I'm gonna go over my October reads. So I have my book journal with me. I don't know what that says. It's in a different language, like French or something, but the journal is like, it's nice. Anyway, so this is my October reads little page. It doesn't look pretty because at least it has a cute ghost, like. Anyway, so first book we're gonna start off with, I have to find it in my bookshelf, there it is The Queen of Nothing, and this is from the Cruel Prince series. I think that's what the series is called, I don't really remember. The Folk of Air series, I think that's what it's called. I don't know, I'm a big fan, I guess. Anyway, so this book was, where did I didn't write. It was interesting. What did I rate it? I rated it 4 stars. It wasn't my favorite, but like it wasn't the worst book ever. I feel like if I would have read it like 3 years ago, back when I was like mid-teens, I would have like ate this shit up, but it's just kind of not really I take that back. I actually kind of really liked it now that I think about it. Sorry, my brain's just not working, but it was a pretty good book. Rated it 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah. I don't know, it was just kind of slow, just a little bit. Yeah, I don't have much to say about that book. The first book in that series was like one of my favorite books. Not favorite, like it was a good book, but like, I don't know. Okay, moving on. Next book, if I can find, oh, I don't have it with me, it's at my house, is Shatter Me. So that's the next book I read by, who's that one by? Again, fake fan, because I don't know. Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that. Anyway, Shatter Me was the next book that I read. Pretty sure I rated that one a 5-star rate, either 4 or 5, I'm not quite sure, I can't remember. But so there's a funny story behind this book and me. So I started this book like 2 years ago maybe, when I got it for Christmas, and I got like halfway through the book before I went into a reading slump and like didn't read for like a year or something. And earlier this month I was looking at the book and I was like, I've heard such good things about this series. I want to try picking it up again and see if I can actually like get through it this time. And I did. It didn't take me that long to read. I fucking loved the book. It was so good. And like, I'm so excited to read the next one, but I have it on my Christmas wish list, so I can't really go and buy it myself because I already sent my Christmas wish list to like my family members. So yeah, but anyway, it was a really good book. I liked the way that it was written. The storyline was very interesting. I was very intrigued the entire time, and yeah, I'm not really good at explaining books, so I don't know why I'm doing this video, but yeah. Anyway, next book. I do have this one with me, and I loved it. I loved this book, but it makes sense because, do I not? No, I do. It's right there. Yeah. Okay. Throne of Glass. Sorry, the lighting kind of just got a little biffy right there. Anyway, Throne of Glass. Sarah J. Maas, my favorite author. I love her. Loved the book. It was so fucking good. I don't know why I waited so long to read this book. Like, I'm starting the series. I have the Assassin's Blade, but I haven't read that one yet. But I'm excited to read it because I kind of know like what the book's gonna be about. But anyway, very good book. Really liked it. Main character, period. I loved her. Dorian wasn't my favorite, not gonna lie, but he just gave me like, I don't know, I just didn't. However, do you want to know who I did like? I already forgot his name. It's really kind of funny how I'm dumb and like don't remember anyone's name. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but like I've been saying Cole because it's Chaol, so I've just been saying Cole for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, I really liked his character. I really liked him. But I saw a spoiler on TikTok, which is gonna make me not really like him. I think that's who the spoiler was about. I can't remember for sure, but like I remember reading something about him and I was like, no, I actually liked you. But yeah. I also liked, I have a big thing for side characters. I love side characters. Usually I like them more than the main characters. But one of the side characters, he was one of the competitors. I forgot his name. I'm not the greatest with names, especially in books. Like anyway, I forgot his name, but like he was a friend of, I don't even know how to pronounce her name, like the main characters, Selena? I don't know. Anyway, I really liked him. I'm gonna see if I can find his name. I probably can't. Is it Knox? Maybe it's not. Actually, wait, no, it's not Knox. I think, nope, it's not. Oh my god. Well, maybe it is. You know what? I don't know. So, we're just gonna move on because I don't know. That's a fun noise. I hated Kane. I did not like him. He pissed me off. Like, beyond pissed me off. I did not like him. I was so happy when he... Never mind, that's a spoiler. I'm not gonna say anything more. Okay, anyway, that was this book. Loved it. Can't wait to read the second book. And then the Assassin's Blade, I have to read that one. And I think I'm gonna try reading those this month. I haven't made a TBR for this month because I tend not to, because I just get disappointed when I can't like actually meet my goals. So yeah, it's a little depressing, but that's how my brain works. Okay, next book. Do I have this? I do. Some of my books are at home because like I want my mom to read them. Anyway, next book. This book, 5 stars. I adored it. I loved it. I literally, like, I ended it and I was like, holy shit, I need to go get the second book. But it took me 2 weeks to get the second book because I was like, I can't spend money right now. So, but then I went book shopping with my mom and I got the second book. Yeah. Anyway, okay. These Hollow Vows. Like, this shit was so good. It was a very easy, like, fast-paced story for me, so I, like, finished it in, like, 2 days, and I like that about books, because, like, I hate being stuck on one book and having it, like, be so fucking boring I can't get past anything, but, like, because of the way I am, I can't put down a book and just, like, stop it midway. I have to finish the book. Like, if I start something, I have to fucking finish it. It's kind of bad. Anyway, so loved this fucking book. I loved the main character. Not me forgetting everyone's names already. That's kind of funny. Finn. I liked Finn a lot. Even though he's like the dark prince or whatever. I don't know, like the king that's like not a king or something. I don't remember what he's called. The Unseelie or Unselly, one of those 2 words. I loved him. I really liked him. I liked the way the book was written, actually. It was really easy, as I said before, to keep up with it. It wasn't confusing. I understood what was going on at all times. The wording was definitely, like, understandable for me. I have a little struggles with words sometimes. It's okay, though. Everyone does. Anyway, but she was a good book. I really liked her. Like, I wrote in my book journal a whole page about her. Like, I really liked her. I liked her a lot. And then I immediately went and bought, or not immediately went and bought, but I have the second book and I'm reading it right now. I just started it, like, yesterday. I read, like, 15 pages because I gave myself, like, a a weekend break from reading or something, just so I can like catch back up on my brain cells, if that makes sense. Okay, next book. So because I wanted, like, I was waiting obviously for me to get the second book in these Hollow Vows. I wanted to reread a series, and I also had like a little depressive moment in the middle of October, not in the middle, but like towards the end of October, and I was like, I just need like a comfort series to read. So I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and oh my god, reading it again was the most depressing thing I think I've, like, actually, I take that back. This one wasn't as depressing, but the next one was depressing. Anyway, so I read this book, you know, I know what happens, so I hated Tamlin, but, like, I get, like, what my appeal, actually, no, I'm pretty sure when I first read this book, I didn't like him. Like, I was rooting for, again, I'm gonna fuck up this name, Lucian? I was rooting for him, but then I was like, Rhys came in, I think that's how you say it. Rise, I say Rise because I hate Rhys. I don't think it fits him. But when he came in, I was like, hey, how you doing? Like, I know he was like the bad guy in this book, but I loved him. I like the villains. I'm a villain bitch, what can I say? And like, there's a reason why I liked him, because he turned out to actually be good. So Tamlin was the bitch. I have a great, like, character. I can tell when a character is a bad character and a character is a good, yeah. I just knew. Like, the first time I ever read this book, I knew. I was like, I don't like you, Tamlin. I love you, Rhys. Lucian's kind of like a in-between. Like, he's good, and he has good qualities and bad qualities. And the bad ones really come out in the second book. But, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't, like, love the book. It's my comfort book. Or it's my comfort series. Okay. Now, moving on. After I read that one, immediately after the end, I was like, well, fuck, now I have to read the second book. Because with that kind of ending, like, I know what happens, but, like, I need to read the second book. Because the second book is my favorite book in the series. So I read A Court of Mist and Fury, and this is the last book I read in October. This one took me a little bit, because she's a little thick, and I went through another depressive episode and just didn't want to read. Or I didn't want to do anything, really, except sit in my bed on my phone, scrolling through TikTok. Yeah, it's a problem sometimes, but anyway. This book, I love her. Love her. Like, ooh. She is so good. I did skip some chapters in the book, though, because I, like, already knew what happened, and I didn't really want to read them. Like, when the queens, like, visit, or, like, they have, like, a meeting with the queens, I guess. Like, I skipped that chapter because I hate the queens. I don't like them. I don't like reading about them because they just bring my mood down because they piss me off. But yeah, anyway, ending of this book is always, like, the best. I fucking love it. Like, spoiler, if you haven't read the books, that's your own problem. And so Tamlin unwittingly led the High Lady of the Night Court into the heart of his territory. I just fucking love that ending. It's so fucking good. She is... I just love that series so much. So I'll read the third book, which is another one of my favorites because of the, like, a lot of people don't, like, I've heard that a lot of people aren't as big of a fan of that, like, the third book as they are of the second and the first. But, like, the third book, it's, like, I don't know, just, I like the war, like, kind of, yeah. Anyway, that was my October reads. Now I'm going to tell you, or show you, because I'm very proud of this page. It's my November reads page. Isn't she pretty? Like, I'm trying to get it without the shadow. Like, look at how gorgeous she is. So we have, like, November, and then I, like, wrote November, and then we have, like, a picture of a cat on books, and then we have a picture of, like, candles, and then a picture of a window in like the fall, because like November is like prime fall time for me. October and November, because November's like Thanksgiving season, even though I'm full-heartedly in Christmas mode, but like I still pay my appreciation to Thanksgiving because I fucking love food, and that's probably one of my favorite holidays, even though I tend to look past it for the Christmas music. But yeah, and then I made another page during this month because I was rereading a Court of Thorns and Roses series, and I was like, well, I want to write something down in my book for rereading these, so I made a reread page, and like I put some constellations in there because like those were kind of fun, and like, isn't it so cute? I fucking love it. I literally love this hobby. It's fun. So yeah, that was what I read in October. I hope you guys liked the video. I'm sorry if it was like a little out of place and like my explaining of the books wasn't the greatest, because I literally suck at explaining books. Like, I can never, like, the words are in my head, but I cannot get them out, if that makes sense. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a fat minute, and I'm sorry that this is not really an ASMR video, but like, I'm not gonna do all my videos in ASMR because like, I want some normal video, or not normal, I want some like non-ASMR videos and ASMR, because I really like ASMR, but I really like vlogs, so, and like book videos. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you next. Bye. Okay, I'm not saying bye yet. I just did this to say bye. How embarrassing.